It's your boy Imperial Valley bringing you the latest chapters of Black Clover. Let's get into it. Chapter titles Hazy. Chapter opens up with three of the seven members of the Ryuzen: Emira, Zemon, and Juzu. So they're just sitting up here using their technique called Zetin, but they all use it very differently in their own unique fighting style, which is pretty actually unique and interesting. But we're gonna get more into that later on. So you got Zamon. He actually sits up here and actually looks at Asta like, oh, all right, so he must be the foreigner that Ryu talked about. And he's like, all right, it's actually interesting to really meet you finally, really, since we don't get too many foreigners out here, so it's pretty interesting. Let's see where this goes, though. And then you got Iman, Amira, Amara. She looking interested because it's like, oh, like is your hair color really silver? Because it's like, well, I dyed my hair, so and I was kind of interested. It's pretty dope. If like the Clover Kingdom really has people with silver hair, so I still respond and like, oh, honestly, they got all types of hair. You got green, blue, silver, orange. You gotta get the point. And then you got Jews who looking like, Amara, you really sit up here and call yourself a whole shinobi? I mean, a shinobi, and it's like, the way you dress, don't it's not giving off that like you're being disrespectful, and it's like, no, I don't like your outfit. It's disgusting. So Juzu looking like, yeah, Sam, yeah. I mean, yeah. So my bad. So Zayman looking like, yeah, Juzu, like, shit you wearing, bro. You look like a scary ass spirit, bro. Stop, calm down. Like just lighten up. But all right, so the whole situation that's going on is Imara is more of the lighthearted spirit one. She's always the one who want to have all enthusiastic and feeling like. Then you got Jules, he's more of a strict one, and then you got Zamon, who's just he's just laid back about a lot of shit, honestly speaking. So, and then they actually see the Shogun Ryu, and they all get excited, and it's like, oh, so he thanks them for coming to train Asta, and they looking like, if it's for you, we'd do anything, just simply act. And it's like, yo, that's crazy, and it's like, so they all ask him like, oh, Asta, so like, you want to go against? So Asta sitting up here like, yes, thank you, and like, bro, just get the he get his ass whooped numerous times from sunrise to sunset. He gets his ass handed to him. And then he finally start to realize, like, yo, they not even using no sorcery magic or yo jutsu. They just sitting up here using Zetsun. And it's like, bro, they just digging the ass, bro. So it's like close combat with it is crazy. Like that's mainly what it's used. How they use their offensive for Zetsun. But for each person is different. So if you got a power of 10, you might see somebody using two kicks with the force of a five. Or you might see people using like five punches with the forces of two. And it's like, yo, that's pretty damn interesting how they do it. So I still looking like, yo, I still need to work on exploiting the openings, let alone just getting to them the open. And then on top of that, I still got a long way to perfect actually making this a perfect type of move while also figuring out my own fighting style for it. And it's like, oh, that's hard. And then after get lost in thought, like I wonder what everybody else doing. Because looking up here, it's like, yo, it's just day sky in the land of the sun. It's just so cloudy. It's like, damn. And then Ichika comes and actually explains to Asta, like, yo, honestly, the Shogun Ryu, he doesn't have nothing. You know he doesn't have magic power, so he has nothing. But somehow he still managed to be the Shogun and unite the whole nation under him under turbulent times. And it's like, yo, you wonder how he does it. So the thing is, he uses Chinjutsu, Chinjutsu, which also, if I didn't know, is actually another format of another word of just saying clairvoyance. He can see everything that goes on with his eye, his right eye that we talked about. We wondered what it was, and it's confirmed that it's clairvoyance. So essentially, you can say he have a hidden ability or a hidden talent, which is clairvoyance, and he united his whole nation with his wisdom, popularity, and clairvoyance without the fact that he's not physically strong at all. But he found other ways to be dependent and actually be reliable on. And it's like, yo, that takes a lot because it's like, yo, the fact that you was mad at you're not strong, you're weak, but you still managed to become a ruler of an entire nation. It's like, yo, that takes a lot of skill. And it's like, yo, that's pretty impressive to me. I'm not even gonna lie. And then as we keep going on, so you got Ichika yelling at Asta, and she like, yo, honestly, I don't want to train you, but Ryu feel like I should train you, and it's like, yo, I'm gonna do it because I put so much faith and trust in him. And not only that, he saved my life once. So Asta gets a whole smile, get a good feeling of these characters and morals with them. So he like, yo, Captain Yami's little sister and his childhood friend, they great people. They just like him. So he started talking about Yami and shit, like how he saved him, and Uchika just get pissed off. It's like, yo, don't speak about this stuff. Don't talk about this trash in my presence ever again. So Oscar's looking like, yo, why you feel like that? And then Ichika, she let down a bombshell, like, yo, honestly speaking, he's not the guy you may think he is. Like, yo, he's probably just spitting out some nonsense, but it's like, no. What really happened is he annihilated our entire clan. Like, he killed all our family members and relatives and all in the clan. It's like, yo, honestly speaking, what if, just what if, that's actually the real reason why Yami actually left the land of the sun and it wasn't because of the whole shipwreck? What if he left because he had no choice? Because he killed his entire family and everybody was out to get him. What if it's more deep into that? I wonder, it's probably something more to it, or is she not explaining it right? But I'm curious to know what's gonna happen. That was the end of this chapter, and honestly, like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, have an awesome day. Imperial Valley out. Peace.